Flosstube. Welcome to this video. My name is Anna and I'm here to talk about cross stitch. Today is Saturday, August 26th, I think. Yep, Saturday, August 26th, and it's been a while since I've recorded an update. It's been, I think, like 3 months. I have been doing some stitching. It's just been really difficult to find a time to actually record a video. So I'll talk more about how life with Ethan has been going. He just turned 1 a couple of weeks ago. I guess, gosh, no, it's been several weeks now since he turned 1. Things have just been busy in a great way, but in a way that's made it difficult to have some quiet time to sit down and actually record. So I'm just going to get into the cross stitching, and then towards the end I'll talk a little bit more about what we've been doing this summer. It's hard to summarize 3 months of activity, so I'll just see what I can do. Okay, so for the cross stitch I have 2 finishes to show you. I have 3 works in progress, and I have 1 new start. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the finishes that I have. So last time I talked to you, I was planning on spending most of June finishing my full coverage from Artisy. It is called Fright Night. It is the cropped version, and I finished it. And here it is. So I also washed it, but it's still really dingy, so I might wash it again. I think some of it is, I use glue, fabric glue on the sides of these, on the edge of the fabric to keep it from fraying. And that is what is the dingiest still, even after washing. So there it is, all done. This is on 18 count white Aida using 2 strands of DMC. And yeah, I'm just so happy that it's finished. It did not take me very much time at all to finish it in June. I just had 1 color left down in this corner. I was doing one of the darkest colors and filling it in. So yeah, there it is, all finished. Yeah, just in time for spooky season, and just before it turned 5 years old, I got this finished. I really enjoyed stitching it. It was one of my first cross-stitching projects when I first got started with cross-stitch back in 2018, and so to have it be all the way done is wonderful. I measured it, and it's not quite 8 by 11. It's a little too, one side's too short, one side's too long or wide for a standard frame. So I've been brainstorming what I should do. At one point I thought about stitching just a dark color on the sides that are the side that's too short so it could fill in a frame, an 8 by 11 frame, but I think it might be better just to do a custom frame. It's not that big. Like I said, it's 8 by 11 is the closest comparison. I don't have any like standard size things within reach, but anyway, that is Fright Night. It is done. I will let you guys know how framing goes. It'll probably be a process, so next time I talk to you I might have things to say about it, even though it's still not fully finished. But yeah, big finish for me. I'm happy it's done. I'm also sad that it's not going to be in my rotation anymore. So that was my first finish of this little period here, so that was done. The other thing that I finished was this little Mill Hill beaded kit. Let's see. I'll just use the back of this. So this is the spring bouquet. It's these little eggs, these counted bead kits. But I finished it. This was a lot of fun and really refreshing. I wish that the light wasn't blown out like that. Oh well, whatever. Let's see. Maybe if I put another color by it, it'll... Nope. Been doing this for years and I still cannot figure out some of the basics on these videos. Anyway, this was tons of fun. This is the daffodil egg. It's all beads, all glass beads. It's really hard to show just how pretty and sparkly it is because it's entirely beads. But it is wonderful. It was really enjoyable. So the next step in this is to cut it out, and then I'm going to do a second beaded egg to put on the back of it so that it can be a two-sided, maybe a hanger, like an ornament type of thing. So this was also a finish. So very exciting. I will have a little haul section later, but I already picked up the second egg that I want to do for that. It is this one. It is tulip egg. You can see it's different in some ways, but it's very similar in others. So this will be fun. And one of the things I worked on the last few weeks was basically kitting this up. I mean, I know it's a kit, but all the beads come in like little bags and they're mixed together. And so I took the time to sort all the little beads into the little containers. But this new tulip egg uses the same symbols and almost all the same colors as the daffodil egg for these beads. And so I was able to just sort them into the same containers that I had with the same symbols that I did for the daffodil egg. So they're in there. And let's see, they're in these little tea tins, all these little beads. So that is ready to start whenever. We'll see if I start it this year or I might save it for the spring, but it's all kitted up and ready to go. So those are my two finishes. Really happy to share those with you guys. They're both really enjoyable. So next I have the 3 whips that I worked on during the same time. So I will pull those out. This is in a bag that I made. This is a Prairie Schooler Birds and Berries. And I am working on the Blue Jay. And I've made quite a lot of progress since last time you saw it, but I'm not going to take it out of the hoop because I might be able to finish it soon. It's my goal. One of my goals this year is to finish this one, and I think that's achievable. So here is where it's at. So yeah, the hoop's cutting off these leaves a little bit, but you can see the bird itself is almost entirely done. This branch is almost done. I've got a couple more leaves, and then there's berries throughout that need to go in, but otherwise it's coming along. Prairie Schoolers are so much fun to work on when you just need something like while you're watching TV or something a little less intense because of the block colors, but it's still really enjoyable to work on. So that's where I'm at on the Blue Jay. I like to finish this year and then also start the Cardinal if I can get a chance to do that. So that was the first whip. The next whip that I have is Salute to Abigail. This is from Blackbird Designs. It's from this Sweet Land of Liberty booklet. And it's this one up here that I'm working on. And I traded out some of the materials so they'd all be a little brighter. So I've got my own Weeks Dye Works conversion on the threads. And this is where I got to. So I was excited to get some more of the white in because I wasn't sure it would show up enough. And on the camera, it's looking a little bit blown out, but I think that it is bright enough. Let's see, I've got this mat board here, but it's also kind of dingy. So let's see if that, oh. You can see I've cut off pieces for different things. We'll see if this helps show up a little bit. I don't know how people come up with the methods they have for Flosstube, but I'll just hold it up here. So this is great. I really like the variegation. It's pretty subtle, except for this lighter blue. So yeah, I can't remember exactly what I worked on. I think that I put in quite a bit more on this like pot urn vessel that these flowers are in. And then I did more of the flowers and the dark blue vine. So yeah, my goal for this year was just to work on this one, so I'm happy with that amount of progress. And I'll talk a little bit, I guess, some other time about my plans for next year, but I'd like to continue to reduce my whips so that ones like this can get more time on them. Okay, and then the last whip that I had was Spirit of Christmas by Lavender and Lace. I don't think I've got the preview photo in here. Oh, here it is. It's in my floss box. So, kind of gives you an idea of what it's supposed to look like when it's done. And this one, these are, you guys can see, these are all in the hoops because I just decided I would record this and didn't do much to get ready. And it's got string hanging and it's in the hoop. But here's where I'm at on this one. So, very happy with that. My goal this year was to get Santa's face done. I haven't quite finished his face. There's some missing stitches for his eye and everything. But I'm pretty well there. I think if I pull this back out in December, I could finish his whole beard, face, hat. That would be awesome. You can see his hat kind of starts down this way and comes up. Got a red string hanging there. So that's how far I got on this one. This is beautiful. The blending is amazing. So that's Spirit of Christmas. Those are all the whips that I worked on in 3 months. But I did have 2 finishes and then those 3 whips. And then I also just recently had a new start. So I'm going to show you that. Hopefully I can grab it here. I decided I would start. So I finished Winter Cardinals, which was my first Dimensions kit. It was just a normal kit, not a gold collection kit. And I feel like I should have at least one Dimensions kit on the go at all times. So I decided to start one. And I started this Dimensions Gold Collection stocking called Snowman Gathering Stocking. And I have said in past videos that I stitch for myself, that I'm not trying to stitch for anybody else or put pressure on myself to make a gift, but I'm going to stitch this one for Ethan. So there we are. So I did start this one. I've not been able to work on it a whole lot, and I've not been able to do big chunks of time. So there's a string hanging, but this is my start. So I started, you can kind of see it's on the snowman's scarf there. So I started in the center, which if you think about the shape of a stocking, the center of the fabric was actually like in here, and then this is the edge of the stocking. So that's how far I got. So far it's just 2/2 full crosses. There are a couple blends I've used so far, but nothing too complicated yet. So there's the scarf, a bit of the snowman, and then here's a bit of the squirrel starting here. Yeah, so that was my start on this. I do hear a commotion. I'm sure you guys do too. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause, and then I'll come back and I'll talk about some things I've acquired, some of my plans, and then I'd like to do a giveaway and talk a little bit about life with Ethan. So I'm going to pause and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's been a while since I paused, so I'm trying to get my bearings again. We had a new fridge get delivered today and they showed up about 30 minutes early, so that's great and it's done, but the timing was not quite what I was expecting. So where were we? I think that I showed you all of my whips and my new start, and I was just getting ready to talk about some of the purchases I made. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I do have some around here somewhere. You know what? I don't have enough room. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have a little bit more space. So first I'll show you the fabrics that I've gotten from my Fabric of the Month Club. I think I've had 3 since I saw you guys last, so I'll just go through them quickly. This is from Forbidden Fiber Co. I'm in their Fabric of the Month Club, and I've been getting 32 count Belfast linen, but I recently changed to 28 count. So next month when I get mine, I think it'll be 28. So I got this creme brulee. Lots of glare from my lights. This is like a red. It's reading like a little pink, but it's more red, like a soft faded red, called Americana. And then the one I just got is called Corn Silk, and it's just a neutral with some variegation in it, but it's got a serious yellow undertone to it compared with more of the cool tones that I tend to use. Yeah, I'd say it's yellow. It's like a neutral yellow. Let's see. That helps a little bit. So yeah, I'm excited for those fabrics. I'm looking forward to finding something, to stitch them on, or to stitch on them, and then hopefully get some more in my 28 count stash. So that was my Fabric of the Month Club. I also got, this is in like a really, really crinkly bag here, so I'm going to try to pull a couple things out. I went to some estate sales. I saw this Gold Collection Dimensions kit. This kit's a bit older and it doesn't look like it's been opened, but it's like not sticky anymore on the back, so I don't think I'll stitch this. I think I'll keep it for maybe a future giveaway, or maybe I can sell it someday when I get my act together. What else is in here that you guys might be interested in? That same estate sale, I picked up the Acorn Sampler by the Drawn Thread. I think that looks really pretty, and compared to some of the other Drawn Thread ones I've seen, it seems a bit smaller. Maybe it's just the picture, but got that. I also picked up this Thea Governor kit. This one's called Wildflower Cushion. It's the kit, which is great. I picked up some other like pamphlets and things that I won't bother flipping through right now. And then I picked up some fabric, as though I need that, right? So I've got 28 count in white and 28 count in antique white. A couple of pieces. And then I've got 32 count in white, raw linen, and antique white. So I'll definitely use these someday on something. Especially, I really like the color of this raw linen. This Zweigert 32 count Belfast raw linen. So that was basically the things that I bought. So now I'm going to do a giveaway. It's behind me. I've shown this kit on previous videos, but now I'm ready to give it away. It is the Janlin Kit Counted Cross Stitch Log Cabin Covered Porch Kit. It's got a 2016 copyright date on it. The front is a picture, not a mock-up, so it's like the artwork. And then you can see in the back, there's the pattern, the fabric, all the floss. So yeah, I'm gonna give this away on this video. I will try to record again in 1 month. We're gonna try. And so I'll draw the winner at that time. So if you'd like to be entered to win this kit, please tell me, let's try that again. What should I have you say? Okay, if you would like to be entered to win this kit, use the word cabin in your comments. So tell me an experience you have at a cabin, or whether you have a cabin, whether you visited a cabin, what you like to do when you're at the cabin, how much you'd like to stitch this cabin, something with that word in it, and then you'll be entered to win this on my next video. So yeah, that is all the cross stitching that I have. I'm surprised that this video is not longer, given that I had 3 months of stitching, but it is what it is. It's fine. As far as life with Ethan goes, like I said earlier, it's hard to summarize 3 months, but especially a baby from month like 9.5 to 12.5 months. He can walk. Part of why I've not been able to record a video is because my hands are actually full. Like, they were full before, but he would nap or he would, be with somebody else. But now he is fully mobile. He can walk without assistance. He still falls down a lot and he's trying to run. So he's not totally confident, but he is trying his hardest every chance he gets. So we're spending a lot of time just shadowing him around the house, and we have to take time to baby-proof some things. We've done like the most important stuff. It's up out of his reach, but it's just a matter of time before he can climb on the counter and get into the upper cabinets. So we're preparing for that, and it's all just really, really awesome. He's great, and I'm spending so much of my awake time, playing with like blocks and cars and like simple things, like sitting in the grass and watching a ladybug crawl for like 20 minutes. Like, that is the activity that I'm engaging in the most these days, is just very simple toddler play. And it has done wonderful things for my mental health to just sit in the grass and watch the butterflies. It's been a long time since I've given myself that kind of downtime and space. And now I have a real good reason to do it, and that's hanging out with Ethan at his level. And it's just really changed my view of the world. Everything is amazing. Everything is remarkable. It's just discovering the whole world again myself, because I'm seeing it through Ethan's eyes and trying to help him with his vocabulary. So I'm explaining things, and I'm realizing that I don't know how photosynthesis works. Like, I'm learning a lot, and it's been wonderful just to take that time to just be in the moment with no phone and no devices and no schedule, like nothing to do except for sit here for the next 3 hours and come up with activities to entertain a 1-year-old baby. So I was planning on doing more updates throughout the summer and giving you guys more information about how Ethan is doing and how awesome he is. But here we are. This is just how life has been, and I'm fine with that. And I'm hoping that I can keep up with filming videos, but even if I don't, I will keep stitching, and I'll catch up with you guys when I can. In the meantime, we'll just be here playing with blocks and stitching when we can. So thank you guys for joining me. I really missed talking to all of you about cross stitch or just life. So I'm happy to be back, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Happy stitching. Bye.